the idea of friends. They love saying things, and they don't really mean them. They'll say, hey, you know what you should do? You should do whatever you want to do that makes you happy. I'm like, okay. Well, what if the thing that makes me happy is not hanging out with you? Well, then all of a sudden, they're like, whoa, how come you're so mean? How come you're being so mean? Like, you should hang out with me too. And see, this is the whole reason why I don't have... I'm sorry, that was rude. This is the whole reason why I don't really believe in friends. I have friends. I have a lot of friends. I have way too many friends, actually. I have way too many friends that are girls. And, like, that's literally all I hang out with whenever I go to In Cahoots or the ranch or Montana's. Like, all of my friends are girls. Why? Because I don't talk to guys. Why? Because I'm all about finding a relationship. So, I talk to girls. And then they friend zone me. And then I continue talking to them. Because that's who I am. I'm nice. And being nice has not gotten me anywhere. It's gotten me a lot of friends. It's gotten me friend zoned 27 times. And it's gotten me 27 friends. 27 amazing friends. But it hasn't gotten me anywhere that I want to be. My favorite moments whenever I go to bars now are when I'm talking to somebody that I don't know. When I'm dancing with somebody that I don't know. And you know what's the most awkward part of this whole thing is that my friends want me to be happy, and yet every time I post about how this one girl made me feel, I always have that really slight feeling that I'm pissing somebody off. Like if I hung out with somebody for like hours or two-step with them for days, and the one thing that makes me happy is the 2 seconds that I had with this one girl because she looked at me weird, and then I said something and it made her smile, and she, I don't know, something stupid. Those are the greatest moments to me. I spent an entire Montana's trip on Saturday, a couple days ago. Hung out with amazing friends. My friend Kelsey went, and I hung out with her like a good 80-90% the entire time we were there. And I was two-stepping with her and line dancing next to her. My friends Shelby and Brittany came, and like, they're my Wednesday friends. That they made me want to go Wednesdays all the time. When I first went my first Wednesday, they made me go for 2 months, hoping that I'd see them again, and I never did. They were there. My friend Donnie and this new girl that I met named Rochelle, they were there, and they're just an awesome bunch of people to hang out with. I got to hang out with Alan Cofield and his wife, and like, they're like the most, like, the greatest two-steppers in the world, and I got to sit at their table. My friend Amanda was there, and I got to two-step with her a couple of times. And you know, the one thing that made that entire night worth it, that made me love that entire night, the one event, I was standing there, and there was this girl, I believe her name was Alex. I was promoting myself because these older ladies were talking about me and how I dance uniquely and different, and how it was fun to watch me dance. And there was this girl with them, and I believe her name was Alex. And I say I believe because whenever I get introduced to a big group of people, and they all introduce themselves the one time, and I just hear all their names together, it's like, this is Rachel, this is Jessica, this is Alexis, this is Adam, this is John, this is Greg, this is Robert. As soon as it gets to Robert, I'm like, I'm sorry, what was the first one and the 15 names in between? Like, I just don't remember. Like, I'm not trying to remember, I just don't remember. I just kind of assume that I'm never going to talk to them again. That's how it works. Because that's how it always works. I see cool people and I never see them again. And the people that friend zone me, I see them there all the time. That's how it works. That's how my country life works. How my bar life works. Anyway, so I believe her name is Alex, and I pass off my card to this older lady that I started the conversation to begin with. Later on in the night, almost everybody's gone, and I'm just kind of standing there. And this girl that I remember from the conversation earlier is sitting down at this table. Now, I kind of want to backtrack for a second. I hang out with girls all the time. I'm sorry. I hang out with girls all the time. And the thing about that is that I stop. I don't stop, but I mean, like, I don't have the ability to be a guy a lot of the time. Like, the girls that I hang out with, they'll be talking about some slutty looking girl who's wearing next to nothing, and how is she getting all the guys, and that's not even attractive, and that just looks so stupid, and like, that's not classy, and who dresses like that? And I just have to sit there and be like, yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, she's just wearing a bra and, like, panties, and oh my god, that's just so terrible and awful. Now, here's the thing. There's that guy side of me that finds that attractive. That just be like, you know what, I'd fuck that girl. And ultimately, I wouldn't even talk to that girl. But, like, the guy side of my brain goes, oh my god, I want to talk to that girl. Like, I think that girl is so hot. Like, wouldn't that be crazy as a girlfriend? Like, that's what that guy side of me does. The real side of me, I would never talk to that person. Because I know that person is probably getting, like, all the guys in the world. I'm not a competitor. Like, I don't do that. I want somebody to compete for me. I want somebody to, like, find me specific, and I don't want to deal with that. That person is above my pay grade, and I'm not okay with that. I'll say to myself that I want to two-step with that person, that I want to have a conversation with that person, that I want to talk to that person, and I really don't. I'm too self-aware. And the people that I end up two-stepping with, maybe they're not that automatic first choice to me. They're not the person that I walk into a room and I just point them out. But the people that I two-step with are the perfect choice to me. It's the people that I two-step with, and after I do that, I look around the room and there's not a single other person I would have wanted to two-step with. That's what I've been finding. And it takes me a while. It takes me a while to get over that whole guy side of me, where I walk into the room and I pick out that person that is wearing the tube top and the short shorts. I love using that. I love using that as an analogy, like a metaphor for a hot girl. So I'm standing there, Montana's. All my friends have left, and I'm sitting there, and I see this girl across from me, and something just clicks into my brain, and I say to myself that that's the exact person that I need to two-step with, that I want to two-step with, because I basically haven't two-stepped all night, and if I haven't done it all night, I'm sorry, I haven't two-stepped with random girls all night. It's just been people that I know, people that have already friend-zoned me, comfortable people that don't care. And so I'm looking at this girl and I'm just like, this is the exact person that I want to two-step with. I end up two-stepping with her. And the whole time I understand that she's nervous because she doesn't do it. And I'm not saying that I'm good. But I would like to say that I would like to think that I do really well. Like what I lack in being good, I make up for in being fun. That's how I would describe me. Maybe I'm not good all the time, but I'd like to think that I'm fun. She ends up asking me for my card. And for some odd reason, that was literally it. I didn't ask her for her name. I didn't ask to confirm her name for some odd reason. I didn't ask her for her number. I didn't do anything. Maybe because I was too happy, or maybe because I don't know. But see, those are the moments that make me happy. This is a really funny story. I haven't gotten scoffed at. You know, when somebody looks at you and you just know in like one split second that, you know, they're thinking to themselves, who are you? Like, where do you get off like saying that? And, you know, like, who do you think you are? And all they have to do is look at you and go, ugh. Like that's all they need to do. They just need to like, they just look at you with that look. And under their breath, they just kind of do that like cough thing where it's like, ugh. You know, like, I have not gotten scoffed at. I want to say ever, but in a really long time. If not, you know, like ever, like for a really long time. So I went to the ranch. I just think this is a really funny story. I went to the ranch and they did a line dance to a Luke Bryan song, That's My Kind of Night. Super difficult. I could not like keep it in my head. And then, you know, like the dance is like really fast. It's really difficult. There's like 2 restarts. Could not do it. I was trying, and I just kept fucking it up. Me with like being the line dance teacher, and you know, like being the seasoned veteran that I am, I could not catch up. I could not do that thing for the life of me. It was not something that I could just learn in one lesson and then be great at it. Or even good at it. It was just bad. It wasn't because I was drinking, it wasn't anything, it was just a really hard dance. So, it comes on later in the night, and I'm standing on the side, and these 3 girls walk in front of me, and they're watching the dance. So I'm just standing behind them. I'm just doing whatever, I'm just watching the dance, because I don't want to do it. Like, it comes on, and I just don't want to do it. I'm like, this is way too hard, can't do it right now. I'll do it some other day. So these 3 girls are watching it, and they're talking to themselves, and, you know, like, they're just having their own conversation. Oh, like, let's try to see what this looks like, and maybe we can do it. And this one girl, she's wearing a white She's wearing a white shirt and jean shorts, because that's the standard stereotypical generico blonde girl, white girl outfit. She ends up she's watching these people like do this dance with her friends, and I at some point her friend goes, "Hey, we should try this," and somebody else goes, "Oh, this looks really hard," and I was like, "Yeah," I just decided to say something. Don't know why. I just decided to go, "Yeah, this is really hard." Like, and it has 2 restarts, and it even has 2 restarts. And bitchy girl literally just turns back her head just really quick, looks at me, and just turns back. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'm just sitting there casually. I don't even give a fuck. Like, I'm just doing stuff on my phone, whatever I'm doing. Security guy comes over and to tell them that they can't stand where they're standing. He has a full-on conversation with them, whatever. I'm just on my phone doing my own thing. And then all of a sudden I hear, "Oh, if you have any other questions, ask this guy. He knows every line dance." And bitchy girl goes, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he got second place in our line dance competition. And so as they're walking away, without even looking at me, but then passing me, as she's looking at the security guy, she goes, "Oh, like, oh, second place, huh?" And then she leaves. And I'm just like, what a bitch. I was just like, why you gotta be so mean? It was crazy to me. So what do I end up doing? Right after that, seconds after, I end up asking this girl named Brooke to dance. Don't even know her. She was super fun, super amazing. She goes to the branding yard apparently, and I start dancing with her. And it was amazingly fun. And she actually she says, "Hey, if you want to 2-step again, just come get me at some point." And I never did. It's the sad part of my story. I never did. I was doing so many other things that night. 2-stepping with my other friends. I'm sorry. That was mean. 2-stepping with my other friends. Talking with my other friends. Just, I don't know. I was just doing other things that night. And I never came back to her. And I'm mad. So So, like, and Brooke is wearing, she's this blonde girl, this white blonde girl with the white shirt and the jean shorts. Now, later on in the night, Watermelon Crawl comes on, and I go up to who I think is Brooke. I go up to them, and because she's not dancing, and so I'm just like, "Hey, you got this," and she looks at me, and she's like, "Yeah," or no, she says, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, this is really easy. You could probably do this," and she goes, "Yeah, I just don't wanna." And that's when I realized that's the bitchy girl. And I was just like, fuck. I thought that was funny. Anyway. I just felt like doing a 20-minute funny story. So I just kind of want to close on this because I know this has been going on for like 50 minutes. I'm doing okay. For all of you that are scared about me, I'm doing better. A big part of me doesn't even think that I could be in a relationship. In terms of money. In terms of nothing else, but in terms of money. I can barely pay for everything. It's been credit card month all month for me, this month. I've just been using like my credit card nonstop because I can't pay for anything. my rent is almost due, and I'm probably going to have to just take it out of my checking account. And taking it out of my checking account is actually taking it out of bonus $2,000 birthday money that I obtained. So I'm basically, I don't have any money right now, essentially. And just because I lucked out, that's the only thing keeping me alive. So, now that I've said that, the one thing that keeps me alive when it's not money, because we all know that it's not money. The one thing that keeps me alive all the time, that's been keeping me alive, that I didn't have for a good 4 or 5 months, which is why I started becoming crazy and I cut myself and I did like multiple like terrible video blogs. The thing that keeps me alive is the idea that somebody could theoretically love me. And all you friend zone people out there that are gonna like comment on my video and be like, oh, we love you, like, oh, like we care about you, and I get that. I really do. But you know what I mean. The thing that really makes me happy is just these random girls. These random girls that I don't know that could theoretically love me. That's what makes me happy. That illusion that something might happen. I know that I'm a great line dancer. And that's not because I practice at work. I practice on my break or something. Or I practice before work. And then I think, oh, I'm a great line dancer because, you know, like, I know how to line dance. I know I'm a great line dancer because people tell me all the fucking time. I have 229 subscribers that'll tell you. People come up to me and tell me that I'm a great line dancer, that my style is great, that I make an impression, that that I teach really well. That's what tells me that I'm a great line dancer. I'm a great magician. Card magician. Not because I practice, you know, like in my own room or in the car on the drive over to In Cahoots, but because I perform magic for people and they tell me, you know what, you're a great magician. That was amazing. You blew my mind. That image that I leave with them. And sometimes I don't think I'm a great person. Because ultimately, wanting to be in a relationship with somebody, wanting to, like, knowing that you want to give up finding anybody else to love you because you want this one person to love you is the ultimate form of that person is a great person. All you people that just love to say that I'm wrong, I can already hear what you're saying. No, you have to love yourself first, and no, it's not that great to be in a relationship, and you have to be alone, and, you know, like, fuck you. This is my life. You want to do a video blog about how great it is to not be in a relationship? Go do your own fucking blog. I'm getting sick of that shit so much. Because right now, I'm talking about me. You want me to be happy? Then start to realize that this is my world. And this is how my world works. Because I'm different. And I'm not you. I don't have your life. I don't have your friends. I don't have your family. Sometimes I don't feel like I have anything. So the fact that I can even be hopeful about anything should amaze the shit out of you. The best things about my life, the best moments that I look forward to all the time, are these random girls that I see for 5 minutes, and they look at me with that look like they want to give me a chance. Because all of you other people out there that love to say that I should be happy by myself, you guys don't want to give me a chance. But they do.